Hi guys, welcome to this video. My name is Gabby Williams. I am so excited to be here today. I'm a brand ambassador with Light Elegance. That's why I am so excited to be doing this demo today because we're going to be showcasing the Come On Over kit. Light Elegance, I'm a little biased, but it's the best brand. And no doubt you've probably seen some hype about Light Elegance, and they have such a broad lineup of amazing products, and that is amazing for everybody who already knows the brand, but for people who don't, this is where it's at. You'll get a taste test of some of the highlights that they have to offer. It's such a well-rounded kit. You can do anything from little gel manis to extensions. I even can do a fade with this kit. So fasten your seatbelts. We're going to be unboxing this together. I'm going to show you everything that's included. We are going to do a little bit of a demo, which is so fun. I will be doing the nails, showing you how to do some of these nails. I think you can see. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. Got my glasses on because we're getting down to business. I'm going to show you what's in the kit. So first things first, it comes with a sample size of Tack. This is a bonding agent. It is amazing. I use it before I put anything on a nail gel-wise. Okay, so then we have Super Shiny. It is a super shiny top coat. It does not stain in my experience. I have hairstylists who love white nails, and with this, their white nails don't stain. So amazing top coat. We have a bottle of the famous JimmyGel. It is a soak-off building gel, and it is crystal clear, like crystal clear. Encapsulating with this is absolutely gorgeous, or building a glass nail, and it self-levels like a dream. So it has a very thin viscosity. It is extreme, and this one is a clear one as well. Extreme is one of my go-to products here in my studio. it is my viscosity of choice. I do a lot of fills and building and full sets with it, and it is definitely my go-to. So that is Extreme. We have some Ideal Pink Builder, and wait till you see the color. It is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see how beautiful that is? It is what I have on my nails with this fade here. You get to try 3 different gels: thin viscosity, medium viscosity, and a stiffer viscosity. So we get a buttercream as well. This is a sample size buttercream. It's called Flamingle. It's that punchy Barbie pink. Such a beautiful color. And then next we have Rosey Posey. It's like a mauve, but it's kind of a neutral. Like for some people, like it's just like people are like, I want color, but I don't want color. This is usually what I pull out. And this one's a color gel. So you can do different things with color gels and buttercreams. It's a preference thing too, but I did a fade with this one. So we will be demoing how to do that. Okay. We have an itty bitty tiny diamond here. Tiny diamond is my jam. I love tiny diamond. And this is small, but this will last you a long time. And she definitely, let me see if I can get her luster here. You can't see it here, but you'll be able to see it when we do the nails, because I'll be using it for sure. We have LE Pro Cleanser, like big deal cleanser, but no, this cleanser, they have it specially formulated by Jim himself, and it leaves no residue on the nail. So there's nothing that's going to be interfering with your bonding of the gel when you have it cleansed with this. These are Light Elegance lint-free wipes. I know they don't sound super eventful. I can't live without these. I don't like lint in my brushes, in my product, and every other lint-free wipe that I've used feels like it's made of lint. It gets like little bits and lint in everything. So these ones are amazing. And Light Elegance forms. These are so easy to use. I love the numbers on them. I love the amount of lines on them. It's not too busy, but it's exactly what you need to create your perfect nail. This is the gel polish brush. I love this brush. It is one of my favorites. It looks like this here. It makes it, I can sculpt with it, I can fill with it, build with it, and you have the perfect smile line here to get into your smile line nice and close without touching. And I like the flexibility of it, but it's not too bendy, it's just perfect. And let's head over to the demo. Okay, so I have 3 prepped nails right here where we're going to be doing our demos. So I'm going to start by cleansing them with one of the Light Elegance lint-free wipes and the LE Pro cleanser. So we're just going to apply the tiniest amount, just like this. And I'm just going to gently remove all the oils and debris on my nail. Okay, so then the next step we're going to go in with is the tack. So that's what this is here, and I like to just swirl the brush around just so that there's not much on the brush, because you just want a little bit of tack. You want it to be completely covering the nail, but just the tiniest bit, because you want to still be able to see the scratches and texture through on the prepped nail. So I'm not sure if you can see that there. I do have a little bit of gel still on my nail, but you can see the etches in the nail. So I will be doing it to these ones as well. Okay, so I'm going to pop this. I have an LED dot lamp. It is a 30-second cure for tack. So now that we have that on all the nails, the first step we're going to be doing is a JimmyGel manicure. So it's just an overlay, a natural nail overlay. So I like to take the brush out and just scrape the product off of the sides. And then I like to do just a thin coat over the whole nail. And I will be capping in this stage here, just like this. And then I dip back in and I take a larger amount on my brush and I just like to roll it off onto the center of the nail, just like that. And JimmyGel disperses beautifully on its own, but we will be doing a little bit of maneuvering here. So I kind of placed it in the stress area, in the apex area. So I'm just gonna flip the nail upside down just so we don't lose that apex. JimmyGel is nice and thin viscosity, but it's not too thin that you cannot work with it. You can actually build beautiful extensions with JimmyGel and long nails. So it's great for every job. So here we go. I just like to check my line of light and make sure it's nice and straight with no squiggles. You can see we do have a nice little apex happening. It doesn't need to be too large because the nail is so itty bitty. So I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna cure that in the dot and LED lamp for 1 minute. So now we are going to take Flamingle, this beautiful Barbie pink color, and the gel polish brush. And I'm just going to grab a little tiny scoop, about that much. And we're gonna apply that over the nail. Buttercream is such an awesome consistency. It does not run because of the way they formulated it, and you're able to get super close to the cuticle. Okay, so the first coat has been cured in an LED lamp for 30 seconds, and I'm just gonna go in and float a second coat on top. Okay, the second coat has been cured for another 30 seconds. So we're done with this brush. So I'm just going to pinch it off in a clean, lint-free wipe. You don't want to put any alcohol-based products on or cleansers on your brush because it will make the hairs go a little wild and you won't have your nice fresh brush anymore. Next we'll be going in with our top coat, which is super shiny. And the applicator brush is absolutely perfect. It is not too rigid and stiff. It glides on beautifully, and there's a beautiful curve here that really allows you to just get super close and precise. So I'm just going to float that on over top of our buttercream. I'm going to cure that in a dot for 60 seconds. Okay, so that is the cured nail. I'm going to do a little cleanser, LE Pro cleanser, with one of their wipes. And we are just going to cleanse that and seek the squeak. Such a beautiful noise. And after I am done filing, like finished with all the nails, then I'm going to go and score the edges so that it's a little bit more perfect. But we will move on to building these nails. So I'm going to be taking a Light Elegance form that comes with the Come On Over kit, and I'm going to be taking the center sticker out and just sticking it to the back like this. You still get all of your stick and all of your versatility with your form, but you get just a little bit more structure, okay? So I'm just going to size it to my nail to see. I do like cutting little slits in the form just so I can get a good hug around my free edge there. So I did see where I wanted those little nips, and I used my Light Elegance cuticle nippers because I always have them on hand and I just don't have to get the scissors that way. And I believe it's a 45-degree angle cut, just where I remembered that the edges came to. And then we will fit this right underneath. My nail is nice and short. I do just have a tiny bit of gel on my nail underneath that tack, but definitely not too much. So take your time with your form placement. It's one of the most important steps of building a good, symmetrical, and structurally sound nail, in my opinion. So I just want to make sure my side walls are nice and straight, and I like to just give it a little nudge just like that, and I will just tuck that underneath just a tiny bit more. Perfect. Make sure it's nice and straight. So perfect. We are going to be starting with the Ideal Pink Builder, which is so pretty. Look how pretty that is. I'll just set the cap here for now. And we will be taking a dollop with our brush, our gel polish brush. It's great for building and extending. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll this off right here. And you can see it doesn't move. That is the viscosity of this gel. It is very thick and stiff. It's great for beginners if they're not very quick with their building and they want to take their time without it running everywhere, or if you're just used and prefer a thicker product, that works too. I'm gonna just take a little bit more and add it because I can tell already I'll want some more. So I'm gonna just make sure that it's attached. I think I might move this pot here. Perfect. To each side of the sidewall. As you can see, I don't need to rush because the gel is just hanging out, doing its thing, not doing anything. And I'm going to take it to a number 3 or just a little bit past to account for filing. On my form, as you can see, the numbers are right here. Sorry about that. Right here, 1, 2, 3. I find some forms have just tons of lines and numbers everywhere, and I don't use them. I just use the side ones and the length ones, and this is just exactly what I need. Light Elegance always knows. So we're just going to slowly drag that product up, trying to make sure that it's as perfect as we can get it so we have less filing to do after we're done. So I just like to make sure it's straight out from the side walls. And yeah, doesn't look too bad to me. So I'm gonna pop that in a lamp for 30 seconds. Okay, that has cured. So I'm just going to pinch the form right from the top here. Give it a good pinch and then pinch all the way down. You can unstick your sides and just release. And now we have our extension built with that gorgeous pink color. So I will be just taking just a tiny bit. Oops, okay, just like this. And I'm going to do a slip layer. So we're just doing a super thin layer where we're gonna lay the rest of our gel. This will help it just kind of level in those areas, even though this gel is a thicker viscosity. So I am going to take a fair sized amount because my nail is on like the longer side. I guess it depends who you ask, but this is longer for my clientele. So I'm just going to take the dollop, put it right there, and then I'm slowly just going to float my brush on the top, worm the gel, worm and wiggle the gel back to the cuticle area. Then I keep my brush floated on top. I keep contact with the brush and the gel. And then I'm going to be dragging the rest of the gel into the extension like this. And for a very stiff viscosity, this smooths out really nicely. So I'm just very gently just touching my gel where I feel that I want to disperse it like this. We are going to cure that. I like to cure it for 60 seconds because it has such a high opacity. Okay, so next we're gonna go in and build a nail with Extreme. This is the Clear Extreme. It is the one I use most often. It's my preferred gel. So I'm just going to take some onto my brush, about this much, and I'm going to roll it off just where the free edge and the form start, right here. And then I'm going to work that from side wall to side wall, and then drag it up to about a 3 on the form. Maybe just under a 3. I like my pinky to be just a tiny bit shorter than the rest. Okay, so I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit more. So I just put a little on the end of my brush and I'm just kind of dragging it and placing it into the spots where I feel need it the most. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pop that in a lamp for 30 seconds. So I will take just a tiny bit of gel on my brush and do a little bitty slip layer just to make things just the tiniest bit easy for us. And then I'm going to take a nice dollop of gel, about this size here, and roll it off into the center or the apex area. It's not quite the center, but the back third roughly. And I'm just going to be working that dollop from side to side a little bit and just bringing it up into the extension. And then I do like to just drag just like this. Okay, so if you can see, we have a lovely little apex starting there. I'm going to cure this because I like where the placement is. All right, so I finished filed my sculpted nails, and I just want to show you, I have a lot of clients that just get this builder gel, the Ideal Pink, and we top coat it and leave it. This is tacked, but it kind of looks shiny, so I just wanted to show you how absolutely gorgeous that is on its own. So we are going to go in now and start a little fade. So I'm going to take Rosey Posey, and I just want to make sure this is right here. Perfect. So I'm taking a clean brush. This is the gel polish that we get in our kit, and I just take the tiniest amount. And I just want you to be able to see here, the tack helps with the blend in my opinion. So we just slowly just start fading, almost patting and dragging that Rosey Posey shade in. And I do this with a very, let me see, a very flat brush and a very light touch. So as there's less and less product on my brush, I go down just a bit further. So for the first coat, I know that doesn't look like much, but I think that's where we're going to leave it. I'm going to flip my brush to the side that's product free, and I'm just going to just gently tap that part out just to diffuse it even more. So we'll go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, so we have the first little bit on. I'm going to take just a tiny bit more Rosey Posey on the brush and do the same thing. Just gently fade it down. I didn't think I added enough, so I'm going to do just a tiny bit more. Fades can sense impatience or fear, so just try to be really patient. Always have a cool and calm head when you're doing a fade or when you know you're going to be doing one, because it will make you quicker actually in the long run. So I'm going to flip the brush now that we've put it here, and then I'm just gently almost tickle that line there with the side that's product free. And that will be our second coat right here. So we're going to just keep building. So I have another little bit here. And if you're new to fading, pick colors that fade really well together. So this technique doesn't work on all different kinds and colors of gels. These two gels work really well together in this method, so you can get away with it. So just gently, just keep blending that out, and then flip your brush and just kind of diffuse that edge. Just like that. And if you're worried about like, how am I going to do this in the salon on a client? Is this going to take way too long? I would recommend, why not just do 2 nails as your accent nails and fade them, and then do the rest as Ideal Pink or Rosey Posey, and then as you get more confident with fading and you'll get quicker as you practice more, then you can start doing full sets if that's what your clients want. But I do know my clients love fades, that is for sure. And they grow out so beautifully. You can't see the growth in this area as much because it's natural. Okay, so I'm going to cure that, and we'll just do one more coat so the opacity kind of matches the other nail. I want to just work on the pinky. I have our ideal pink builder here, and I'm taking about this much, and I'm going to just kind of massage it or smush it into this nail, because it's not like a color coat, but we're just kind of add a little bit of milky pink to this nail because I think it would look nice with the rest. So for this nail, I built it out with the Ideal Pink Builder and then topped it with Tiny Diamond. And with this nail, we have built it out with Extreme, and now we're just going to skim it with a little bit of Ideal Pink Builder. And I will do 2 coats of this. So this one's the first coat, and I will cure it for 30 seconds. Okay, and we are going to take just a small amount more and repeat. So I personally would just rock this nail like this. It's super natural, and I just think it looks really cool. But we're gonna kick it up a notch. We're gonna go in with some Tiny Diamond. Let's see if we can get a good shot of Tiny Diamond. It's so pretty, and this pot will last you a long time. A little of this goes a long way. Light Elegance is so famous for their glitters, and you can see why. They're absolutely stunning, and the secret is in their suspension of the glitter. That's why they're just so jam-packed, and you get such an even distribution of glitter. Look how easy that was and how gorgeous it is. Perfect, we're gonna cure that. So with this nail that we just did, I just want you to have a look at it. It's so pretty, but we're gonna make it just a little bit more stunning, if you can believe it. We're gonna take a little bit of JimmyGel and just put a tiny bit on top. This is going to just do a mini encapsulation. It's just going to magnify that glitter just a little bit and make it pop even more. It makes it look like it's under glass, which I absolutely love that look. So I just kind of take a stripe down the center of the nail, and then I almost just blend it out on the sides after I did my little slip layer that I usually do there. And we've just done a little mini encapsulation with that, and we will cure that for 1 minute. Okay, look at the difference. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but it's just, I think it's absolutely stunning. And then we have our little fade friend over here as well that we are going to top with Super Shiny. Again, love the brush. Makes such an easy application. I just kind of like to float it over the nail. Just like this. Same thing with this one. Just float that over the nail. The brush hugs the nail so nicely. You don't dig into the product with it either because it's soft. And we will cure these for 60 seconds. Okay, so I have cleansed the nails with a wipe and the LA Pro cleanser. Now I'm taking this, let's flip that around, perfect file, 180, 100, and I'm taking the 180 side, the smoother side, and I'm just going to gently just score my nails. And we'll finish everything off with the LA Pro Cuticle Oil. This will be my own personal bottle, so I will touch the brush to my skin. It rehydrates the cuticle and the skin so nicely. If you are doing this on clients, make sure to just drop a few drops on here without touching the skin, and then go in with your finger and disperse it to the rest of the nails so that you keep your bottle not contaminated. But this one, I'm keeping this one. This one's mine. and I just like to rub that in so it gets all over. And then I don't like to leave my clients greasy like this. I just like to work that in with a wipe just so that you absorb the excess, and it works the cuticle oil into the nail a little bit too. Okay, so this is the look we came up with today. We got to use everything from the kit. There's not one thing that we didn't use, so it really shows the versatility of the kit. Okay guys, that's a wrap for the video. I just want to show you the kit one more time. I personally have tried probably 5 complete different brands, and once I found Light Elegance, it is my brand of choice. Like, it is my brand to the core, and this is such a nice thing that they offer so that you can kind of like see what they're all about, how good they are, see what the hype is about. If you've been curious about Light Elegance, give this a try. And if you're not curious about Light Elegance, get curious because it is amazing. So thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome trade show. It's been my pleasure to be here, and I hopefully will see you guys next time.